Okay, sweet peas, this is an addendum to the previous video. I don't know why the Periscope video that I was making, the one that's below this one in this account, abruptly stopped. So I started explaining some of the methodologies and techniques of gang stalking, some of the things that were going on towards me, concerning me being a gang stalking victim. So go and watch that video. It's only about 8 minutes long. So as a result of the lateness of the hour, I literally got to get going. So check it out. I made a tweet a little while ago predicting bank account infiltration, direct deposit, Social Security today, or any other reason why my bank account cannot remain open, and or the funds being that are supposed to be directly deposited in it not being there. Now, every month I am subject to individuals creatively being propped up around me to also say my name. They will then say, does she really expect to get paid next month? And then they'll say gang stalk. Now, intentionally negatively anchoring association to this crime pertaining to a detailed threat is a method of gang stalking, because they want you to know once it occurs, once they actually commit the crime that's related to the threat, they want you to know it's because of gang stalking. For instance, like on Thanksgiving Day 2013, I was riding my bike. I was on a road, and then I got off the road and got on a sidewalk, and within 15 seconds, some individuals came out of a condominium and obstructed my ability to continue to ride my bike. As the event unfolded, they both said gang stalk together. Then one said gang stalking, and then the next one said gang of stalking, I'm going to fuck you up. That's a threat while they're saying gang stalking. I had already had hundreds of videos online stating that individuals were propped up to hike out 100 feet away from me at a specific wooded area, okay, in San Diego, who are constantly yelling gang stalk every day and saying stuff like gang stalk, why don't you call the cops and get her out of here, a threat, while they're saying gang stalk. I was also exposing how they were also saying gang stalk, why don't you come and steal her stuff, a threat why they say gang stalk. Because gang stalking, one of the main methods of this crime is to always associate a threat to the name of the crime that's responsible for the eventual carrying out of the threat. Because that's how they intentionally make you feel criminally victimized, and it's also how they creatively take responsibility for what they do. Absolutely. Just like in Michigan, they were constantly saying, oh my God, does she really expect to keep staying here outside of my apartment door in Michigan? Then they would say, oh my God, does she really expect her rent to her rent to be delivered? And then they eventually sold the rent right out of the mail that was mailed, certified mail return receipt. So you can research how they make victims of this crime homeless. You can research postal workers in gang stalking. You can research mail theft and mail delayment in gang stalking. And you can also research how gang stalking victims are gang stalked to their apartment complexes. Today I'm going to Vons, Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, Carl's Jr., okay? And maybe the library, in case something happens and I have to make a decision to go there. I'm also going to my bank. Now we're going to see if anybody tries to rob me after I withdraw my money today, between Wells Fargo and the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, which is located on Governor Road and Genesee Avenue. We're going to see if any incident that causes me to be ticketed or arrested or banned from MTS in the next 30 days, including today, along all routes, especially before my money can be put away after I go to Wells Fargo and leave Wells Fargo. This is literally the shit I got to live through every day because of these psycho-demented, criminally insane animals. So you can extensively research gang stalking online. Copy and write down the URL characters of the tweet link that I incorporated within the title of this Periscope video, because it was a prediction tweet. That prediction tweet has got a date and timestamp on it. So if anything occurs that I predicted in that tweet, if it occurs after that tweet was sent today, I think it would be reasonable for anybody to conclude that this crime is factually occurring, because I want you to really think about this for a second. What's the likelihood of anything happening to a human being who's not being gang stalked, who predicts what they might experience, okay, along their routes during the day, and then what they predict comes true? If this human being is minding their own business, not bothering a soul, or anything. So let's see if any complaints or accusations happen to me anywhere today. That means bus stops, bus routes, walking routes, where I lock up my bike at all places. Let's also see if my bike is damaged in any way, shape, or form, and or stolen, including the bike lock being damaged, including me not be able to unlock it, because I've seen shit online concerning how targeted individuals are stating that their bank accounts are being infiltrated as a result of their PIN numbers becoming known. So if you can become aware of a PIN number being known, it's reasonable to wonder how could they be able to deduce what your combination of your bike lock is. I have to make these statements just as a backup. I know it sounds a little bit crazy, but just trust me. Now, we're going to see if I'm banned from Vons grocery store in the next 30 days. 2 locations. The one in La Jolla on Regents Road and Arabia Street, and the other one on Governor Road and Genesee Avenue. Let's see if any event happens in the parking lot of any place I go to today, because I always got to walk through parking lots to get to these places. Where I lock up my bike at, any place inside of Vons, and it includes bathrooms, aisles, checkout lanes, departments, okay, outside of Vons, walking to Vons, everywhere I go to lock up my bike at Carl's Jr., Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, and Vons, okay, and my bank, okay, all walking routes, all bus stops, and all bus routes. You know, and that includes me literally being subject to any type of vehicle assaults. If you don't think they're not running over targets with cars, think again. Google that. It's already all over the internet that they're staging vehicle accidents in order to wreck the vehicle of the target. Absolutely, Google that. Okay. All right. So I literally got to go. I literally got to stop talking because I got to get going here. We're also going to see if I come back to this area today, okay, where there's an octopus tree at. We're also going to see if this video is ever used against me in court by police or prosecutors in reference to me being on this property. There's an octopus tree on this property right here. We're going to see if I come back to this property today or on any other day, and it's been taken over by any type of person, social deviants, punks, criminals, kids, even psychopaths or whatever. Because they will take over a target individual's resting area in order to psychologically motivate that target to have to pick another one, including ones that are more isolated where more dangerous crimes can happen to them. These are the psychological mechanics of gang stalking. So I strongly suggest you research this crime. You can also go to YouTube and type in Stalked in San Antonio, okay, which is a news broadcast of 2 women being raped in their own homes as a result of gang stalking. You can also go to YouTube and type in excuse me, please. Gang stalking bullying on steroids. You'll clearly see that individual clearly state that he's gang stalked and harassed on all of his routes, including at his own home. So if they'll gang stalk individuals at their own homes and commit violent felonies against victims and along their routes, do you honestly think they're not gang stalking a victim to a wooded area? Now, if a target picks a wooded area that they can easily escape from and even flag down people, innocent people that might be in the area because of traffic, that's a threat to them because that limits their options, it bottlenecks their options to be able to do something against the target and get away with it. Okay? And that would be another reason why they would take over the property. Another thing they could do is also start doing work projects around the property or on it in order to intimidate me not to come back as a result of whoever might be doing work in the area calling the police. And if you don't think that these people don't have community connections, you can at any time research public workers in gang stalking, landscape workers in gang stalking, property owners in gang stalking, utility company personnel in gang stalking. You just would not believe the depth and scope and width of this crime. It's massive. So do what I tell you to do. Open up write down the URL characters of the tweet link that I incorporated within the title of this Periscope video. Read it, look at the date, look at the time it was sent. My tape recorder is running on me with full-powered batteries and more than enough memory to be able to catch anything that's happening around me. I also bought an extended microphone the other day because my last one broke. So my microphone is right here off my collar. Okay. And let's just see if I'm banned from any place today. Now, let's also see if the police approach me no matter where I'm at today. Okay, because the last time I was in that neighborhood, they approached me after I left Carl's Jr. and decided to sit at a shaded area right off the sidewalk at the library that's located right next door to Carl's Jr. to eat what I bought at Carl's Jr. And this little demented animal approached me. Was he acting like he didn't know me? Let me just put it to you this way. Gang stalking victims, whenever they have any physical contact with any police officer of any department, that police officer absolutely knows who the target is, and they absolutely know for a fact the target's being gang stalked. Make no mistake about it. It's all over the internet, being exposed by tens of thousands of individuals that the police are directly connected to this crime, people who have never spoken to each other. So I literally gotta go. Every time I make a video, in order to expose what's happening to me and detail my predictions, it takes forever, and it's just totally compromising my schedule. It's totally compromising my schedule. Okay, so let's see if I'm banned from any place today. Let's see if I'm assaulted, robbed, accused of anything today, complained about. And when they stage events like accusations and complaints, they'll also stage the witnesses. They'll even stage an assault against the target and blame the target for the assault. So let's see if I'm banned from any place today. Let's see if I am harassed in any way directly. Let's see if my property is damaged or stolen in any way. That includes anything in my backpack, duffel bag, or bike lock. Okay. Let's see if I'm bothered at any bus stop or bus route. Oh my God, I'm literally subject to the most bizarre behavior every day. So you can also go into my blog that's attached to my Twitter account's profile. You'll know what Twitter account that is by writing down the URL characters of the tweet link that is incorporated within the title of this Periscope video. And it's attached to the profile. Now, that blog indisputably shows that I'm being gang stalked. It indisputably shows I was gang stalked all over Michigan. It also indisputably proves that what I stated I was enduring in Michigan is identical to what I'm factually exposing in videos from audio files of evidence that I'm enduring in San Diego. Now, that automatically proves it was occurring in Michigan. It also, the blog also shows me reporting me being gang stalked at the University of Michigan in Dearborn, Michigan, back in January 2011. So, I gotta go. I literally gotta stop talking. So, actually, this is a 30-day prediction. Okay? If the police approach me, I don't give a shit. You know, because, let me tell you something about probable cause. All the police have to do is say that somebody called them about anybody. Okay? And then that gives them the legal reason to approach any human being. Now, I want you to think about this. If a person who's being gang stalked is being subject to the community-based harassment connected to gang stalking, these are multiple people from the community being propped up around the target to engage in usually sensitization techniques. So if they got the ability to be able to get all these different people around tens of thousands of gang stalking victims all over the country to subject them to gang stalking methods, okay, then it's obvious that somebody who's doing this has the ability to connect with numerous amounts of people, right? So do you honestly think that they cannot connect with somebody to get them to stage a fake 911 call? Absolutely. Because the police know the law pertaining to why they are approaching you. If they approach you, if you think they're going to approach you and say, Leslie, we're involved in the gang stalking of you, and so we want to approach you so we can then benefit from why we're approaching you, falsely accuse you of something, or try and claim we're here to help you because of your homelessness. That ain't nothing but a bunch of it's a bold-faced lie. What they want to do is steer me to homeless shelters downtown San Diego where there's thousands of mentally ill people and social deviants. And homeless people are all over the internet to be some of the main perpetrators being used in this crime. The police ain't nothing but lying whores. Absolutely. So let's see if the police approach me for any reason. Let me tell you something right now. They're so corrupt, it's pathetic. It's criminally pathetic. So, let's see if I'm banned from any place today, ticketed, arrested, assaulted, robbed, okay, accused of anything, complained about in any way, shape, or form. Let's see if my bank account has been infiltrated. Let's see if I get robbed. Let's see if Wells Fargo tries to state that I'm no longer eligible to have a Wells Fargo bank account. And if that occurs, you better believe that my tape recorder might also pick up somebody in the bank or any conversation happening around me that try and makes it appear that this is not only happening to me, and I can't talk about that right now. Just trust me. I know what I'm talking about. Just trust me. It's the only thing I can say right now. I literally got to go. This video actually applies for the next 30 days, but absolutely for the next 40 hours and all day today. Thank you. Have a great day.